Alright, it's time for another team battle Pantheon. Right now, he's all the rage amongst the kitties. Which one? Yes, he's really fucking good now with the jungle item changes. And that's a big fucking problem. See, there's a fundamental issue with junglers who have a hard stun and can do properly and everything else. I mean, a targeted stun. Skill shots is a whole nother thing. And, like, at least a skill shot, that's fine. It's kind of strong. It's really strong. But it's at least you still have to aim it. But targeted stuns are a huge problem on junglers who can also, do everything else properly. See, the latest change to the jungle items solved one of Pantheon's biggest fucking problems. His sustain is ass. But now without that, without that issue, he's really fucking good. My runes and masteries. 2190 masteries, taking all the relevant offensive runes. And my runes are... Wait, no, let's screw that up. Okay, those were the matches. The runes are attack damage red 3, 6 armor pen reds, armor yellow, magic resistance blue, and attack damage quits. As you can see, I just stun anything. Just press W, they're stuck there, and then you pump up a bunch of damage right on top of them. And it's kind of hard to fight back because of your goddamn shield. So... Pantheon right now is so fucking ridiculous. Hell, look at this scene. Of course, the enemy team lends himself to their idiocy. Like, they jump in, get too close, and they try to CC lock me for no reason. I just bash Nautilus's brains in and then just click W on Riven, and she gets CC locked and killed. My damage is pretty extreme. Of course, their stupidity right there was kind of high. Either way, go back. I'm working to buy Spirit Lizard Elder, and now that I have it, my sustain is ridiculous. That one item is going to make things crazy. Also, this is another real good, nice feature of Pantheon, the half global gap closer, which allows you to just show up and sodomize little kids like Ezreal. Look at him. He's dead. Spartans fuck boys in real life, and now they're fucking Ezreal here. So... But the matter is, point-and-click stuns should not be allowed on junglers. If Sion didn't suck dick at jungling, he could become a massive problem too. But he still does, even with the jungle item changes. So, here you go. Look, she gets CC locked. She gets punished. She can't really fight back because if she attacks me, she just all the damage she does is just be blocked by my Aegis. And of course. She's focused on Jax. Here comes another man drop moment. Pop the man drop, show up, go right after Ezreal, just stab him in the spine, then turn my attention to Thresh, and he's pretty much going to get killed too. Of course, this really didn't have much to do with the stun, but more with the global thing. Pantheon right now, I would highly recommend he be used if you want to carry things. He's fucking strong. Look at that. I am 6 kills and 0 and everything. Some of my teammates aren't exactly the best at their lanes or are not doing as well as I hope for, top lane. And I have to babysit them. It's fine. Pantheon, if he starts snowballing, if he gets fed, is a massive fucking issue. I'm pretty sure you all know this. Here, though... This little scene is just kind of comical. I go in, all man-moding and shit, and I stab the fuck out of Thresh, and he dies by a lizard. And I survive with a sliver of health. Hooray for me. Nonetheless, as you can see, my ultimate is coming back up yet again. Every single time that ultimate is up, I get to go to a lane and fucking sodomize someone. Of course, blue trinket. The little fun part about the blue trinket. It's really strong on champions that have mostly targeted spells. You use it on the bush, and now you have vision of them, and then just jump at them. You can use it at a range, and you can use it at a range and make sure you don't lose track of them. The whole range factor is important because the war doesn't have that, and they might juke you to one side or something like that. Plus, it retains vision of them for just a little bit while longer after it's been used. So it's relatively good. Here, once again, though, I get blue, top lane, man drop. Jax fortunately CCs her. Actually, no, he doesn't. He misses. This is the one we have to chase her down, to stab her, and murder her. So that was a cell phone, by the way. Just ignore it. So look at that. I have 8 kills already. Oh yeah. Pro tip here. I mentioned it before in one of the quick tips. If you aggro a monster, yet it goes to a whole different side, that means someone is closer to them on the other side. So lizard, and I have what's called Brutalizer. Here's another little gank. I go right after Thresh, just dealing tons of damage. I don't have to use my W until I felt he was either going to get out of my way or go into a line of sight. So There you go. Jax dies, but I get 2 more kills. I'm on a fucking rampage. Right after I get my Black Cleaver, which is probably his second best item to get from the jungle currently for damage, I will be buying a Randuin's Omen. Randuin's Omen not only will help me deal with pretty much all the enemy champions, but will give me the survivability I need. And plus, Randuin's Omen is really good on Pantheon when you use W and then just use your Randuins. Here, jump in, do the same thing to Ezreal, fucking wreck his ass. He's dead. Then we chase down Thresh, and of course he's gonna die a pretty sad, lonely death. Ahri comes in and contributes by almost stealing the kill. Of course, Jace ends up getting it. We have a support Jace, by the way, that's kind of rare. And of course, one of the most important changes to Pantheon recently was his W now targeting monsters. Not only could you use it to jump over walls to, you know, invade or do some other cool stuff, but but you can use it for sustain against objectives or big buffs. As you can saw early on, I took the white camp with no real issue. I just stabbed it, it attacked me, took off the shield. Right after that, I used my Aegis to get it back. It attacked it, and by then I got it with spear shots and everything else. I got my Aegis back naturally, and I kept just blocking and blocking and blocking. So that shit is ridiculous. It allows you to take Dragon as well rather early, as long as you have like a jungle item and some sustain. If you don't get fed, you might as well build a Vampiric Scepter and Spirit of the Lizard Elder, and now pretty much nothing can stop you if you properly use your Aegis. He's fucking insane. No jungler should have hard crowd control and extreme damage that's relatively easy to use. So, well, I mean, what might keep Pantheon out of being such a big problem in competitive or everything else might be the fact that he doesn't scale so well if he doesn't get super fed or anything. But when it comes to solo queue, that might not actually be an issue. Look at this. I'm pretty huge right now. I have my Aegis. I have my Aegis. I have my Black Cleaver, my Spirit of the Lizard Elder, and it's really hard to kill me. I just wiped the floor with these 3 people. Of course, I had help. And then right now, I'm just going with man dropping down bottom to destroy Ezreal once again. Pretty much dunked on. He's fucking obliterated. Pantheon's a fed Pantheon is just stupid to try to contest with. Yeah, right now I'm huge. I'm building Guardian Angel, of course, so they can't fucking do anything. You gotta say, just watching this game is pretty erotic. It's like, it's fucking like murder porn right now. I'm fed, I'm huge. I man drop once again to get the Aurelia, of course, and I use my blue trinket to reveal her. She gets CC locked, you know, all this fucking good stuff here. She's just dead. Of course, I hope you guys notice how I use my W. I use my W to initiate ganks, so we're going to try to burst them down immediately. Or I use it right after they're trying to escape me, so I can, you know, close the gap, stun them, and reposition myself during the fight. That's a very important thing. It's a basic thing about jungling, with a lot of assortment of other champions like Xin Zhao and stuff. But on a champion like Pantheon, whose damage comes in bursts, you kind of need to understand how to do that properly. Here I steal blue. There's nothing they can do. I can pretty much murder any of them. Hell, probably even in a 2v1 at this point. I'm huge. And I know there was a Nautilus mid, and that was comical, because he was useless. And for whatever reason, he bought Magi's. And it doesn't matter to me. This is a game with a couple friends, and I decided to upload it because it was fucking hilarious for me. People watched it and enjoyed it, and of course I wanted to showcase just how ridiculous Jungle Pantheon could be right now with the spirit item changes. The sustain fix was just so important. You can clear with him, you can clear fast, and you can clear sustain with him, and then just go about murdering everybody. My W is in such a low-ass cooldown, it's stupid as fuck. Look at that, I could just jump in and murder the hell out of anybody. It's not even fair. The W cooldown probably needs to scale down or something if he's allowed to stay this way. He's gonna become a problem for some people, or maybe a lot of people in solo queue. He's starting to be used in the higher level games, just like Wukong. Which, of course, Wukong has also had his problem sustain issues rectified. But Wukong, you know, he clears okay, and he contributes a lot to team fights thanks to his awesome initiation and his damage and stuff. But we all know he had a problem with his sustain. New jungle items fix that too, just like they fixed Pantheons. And it's stupid. These champions just combine to combine a lot of good things. Well, now they get to combine a lot of good things and things that junglers should not have. It's not the same as Maokai. Maokai's can be used against him, as in you drag him to his death, and at the same time you can actually fight back while you're snared. To add to that, Maokai needs to use his Q right after appropriately in order to actually make that W worth it. And Maokai doesn't necessarily have a high-ass damage when he's CCing you, too. That's a good thing to bring up. Here, by the way, I just had to laugh at my teammates. They go in, have a big fight, and I'm ignoring them. I am purposely ignoring them because there was a comment about, Stonewall, don't say that you're carrying your team or anything. I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, Lily and friends, but I just had to like highlight this part because it's kind of comical. There's a triple kill right there, and then here's a quadra kill, and then I just show up to make sure this Nautilus dies, and I stop his, rampage. Yeah, I think I was carrying this team, and I know it's gloating a little, but I was having the fucking time of my life doing this. It was like anger wall. I'm like, I get to sodomize all of you people. Stand there and take it. I'm huge. I'm big. Bloodthirster's pretty much stacked up. I don't even need gold at this point. I even upgraded the useless blue trinket upgrade. I don't actually upgrade my trinkets ever. They don't have much of a use except the red one, and I guess the pink one in limited doses. I mean the pink dropping yellow one or whatever that one, however it goes. Yeah. We chase after Nautilus and we pretty much see that he's gone. We capture Riven, fucking jump on her, she gets destroyed. Just look at the ridiculousness of this W. I use it on Riven, now I get to use it on Irelia. I used it twice already, and it's already up. Of course, I didn't get to use it a third time because bitch just got blown up. I jump on Ezreal immediately, but he's going to get off scot-free. Nautilus gets butchered by everybody else, and my W is pretty much off cooldown again. I don't even have 40% cooldown. Imagine that if I did. So, what's his balls? Thresh comes in, he gets killed. Ezreal jumps in, he gets CC locked, and we pretty much obliterate him. As you can see, Pantheon is fucking ridiculous, and I highly recommend you pick him if you want to carry right now. Just make sure you get your spirit item and just then roller coaster your way to victory. Fucking hell yeah, Pantheon.